We're seeing new homes starting in the $1,100 a foot and skyrocketing up to $2,000 a foot.
If I were to just sell it, probably made about $80,000.
Imagine what happens when this is fully complete. Subway's here, employment's here, the next phase is about to happen.
What was it, 437? For a 2-bedroom plus den.
5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when this community is completely turned around, you will always be across the street from the subway.
So I guess all of this in about 5, 6, 7 years is going to be full towers, which means people who are getting in on the ground floor, they're going to reap the benefits.
It's understandable that Transit City was the fastest selling in the history of the GTA.
All right, so we are currently going to the Transit City presentation. We are located now in Vaughan, about a minute walk from the subway station. They're gonna give us timelines and the dates of when this building is going to be ready. They're also announcing the 4th tower, and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna try and sell anybody who's coming to this event another property. This was a pre-construction that I purchased 20 months ago. Here's a little clip from when I actually did it with my realtor Dave. That, my friend, is how to buy a condo.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Today we're gonna be checking out some properties.
It's just very futuristic, very clean.
Are we ready to sign? Yeah. The market only goes up when there's a massive demand.
$5,000 in signing, 5% 30 days, 5% 120 days. I think this development is gonna do very well.
I think I'll take it. And this is the progress right now. The trick is to buy as high as you can, because as they finish the build, people can move in before the top floors are ready. Because if you want to assign it or sell it to somebody else, they won't necessarily be happy that there's construction above. So you may have to carry the mortgage for 3-4 extra months until somebody else moves in. I bought on floor 55. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. The bus terminal, subway is right there. And literally across the street. This is what it looks like when you're completed level 2 of a skyscraper condominium. So I'm very curious to see how much the prices are going to be from this building based on 20 months ago. I have a feeling that they went up significantly, and I've probably made about $80,000 if I were to just sell it before it's completed. So we'll see.
Imagine what happens when this is fully complete. Subway's here, employment's here, the next phase is about to happen.
So initially I thought this was a presentation just for people who bought the first 3 towers, but I guess there's 1,000 people coming to take a look at the 4th tower. Is this for people who already bought as well?
Bought as well, yes.
Do we check in on you?
Nope. Sit.
You should check. An event like this is quite the norm when a big building is announced. They're leveraging the success of the first 3 towers in order to sell the 4th one, and as you can see, the turnout is exceptional. So the property that I purchased, like I said, 20 months ago was 437 for a 2-bedroom plus den with no parking. We're gonna see how much the properties are now and when the occupancy rate is.
It's understandable that Transit City was the fastest selling in the history of the GTA. Our relationship with Smart Center and is aligned on key principles. Before going any further, I'd like to kick off with a brief video that tells you more about these principles as well as the Centerport story.
The Centerport story began in 2010 with an ambitious but simple goal to create the best.
Collectively, these represent 4,500 units, over 3.5 million square feet, and over 2.2 billion in development value. We've had 0 days of interim occupancy, meaning we've gone directly to closing, and we wouldn't have to pay that rent portion. And 3 55-story residential towers were all sold out within 2 months, and it was the fastest sales in the GTA. Transit City has been awarded the best project of 2017, and all the units were sold, fully zoned, and we are committed to construction financing from a Tier 1 bank. Construction commenced early 2018 with excavation for the crane installation and following that was forming. So Transit City 1, the North Tower is rising up now to level 15 with window wall up to level 8 and railings on level 3. Interior work has commenced and we're on level 6. Transit City 2, South Tower is rising up now to level 9 with window wall up to level 4 and interior studs installed on level 4. Transit City 3, East Tower is rising up to level 2 with installation of the verticals in preparation for the next slab floor. Closing dates for Transit City 1, 2, North and South Tower is expected for Q3 and Q4 of 2020, with Tower 3 following shortly after that. I'm going to be turning this over to Jason Lamb. He's VP of Marketing.
My name is Jason Lamb. I'm Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Centerport Developments. And I think I do want to do a recap on the area. In 2017, the subway was not complete. The PwC building that's set to occupy in 2019 was not under construction, and Smart Centers Place bus terminal was not under construction. We have come a very long way. In fact, in less than 2 years, we've done more to this community than most other master developers have done in 5 years. So, to all of you that took the chance, that believed in this product, congratulations to all of you, because I think the vision, the story behind Smart Centers Place is something to really truly behold. And I'm going to sort of talk about the next story, the next phase, and all of this. So really, we're going to start with TC4 and 5. But for those of you that are avid investors, I think it's pretty obvious that the downtown marketplace, the new home marketplace in our market, is getting a little wild. Right? So when we go downtown, we're seeing new homes starting in the, call it $1,100 a foot and skyrocketing up to, I think some people are saying $2,000 a foot. I know some buildings are at $2,700 a foot. Different nodes such as Yonge and Finch, Yonge and Eglinton are in the $1,000 plus. And when we look at a community like the BMC, Smart Centers Place, I feel like we have so much more to offer. And for those of you that bought this condo not really knowing or not really understanding what the vision is for here, let's try and quantify that. We compared ourselves to some of the most notorious communities in the GTA. And what it tells us is we are far more vast, so much more potential. What separates us from every other community is the fact that we have AAA infrastructure in place. We have global employers, and we have Smart Centers and Centerport behind that product. We have one bedrooms on the north-hand side, most of which is averaging around 500 square feet, which is a good space. On the south-hand side of TC4, we have 1+10s that will house 2 full bathrooms and a fully enclosed den. We're trying to get a little bit more efficient here. And on the corners, we have 2 bedroom, 2 baths, very similar characteristics, which is split bed, 2 full baths. If you look at the market today, if you look at the market for the future, if you're thinking about your kids, this is the most affordable condominium steps to the subway. And 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when this community is completely turned around, you will always be across the street from the subway. That will never go away. And I want to congratulate each and every one of you for making such a fine investment.
All right, so we're going to take off. We pretty much got all we wanted. We're going to go contact the real estate agent. I already reached out to 3 of my friends who are active, avid investors. So I may go in with them. I do 50%, they do 50%. So there you have it. There's a presentation of a pre-construction unveiling. All of this in about 5, 6, 7 years is going to be full towers, which means people who are getting in on the ground floor, they're going to reap the benefits because they're the first ones in. So that is important. That is public transportation infrastructure. This particular area is 1 minute walk to subway station and the big bus terminals. You can't really get that anymore. And if you do, it's really, really expensive. Hope you guys enjoyed this little presentation once again. It's a little different than development deal. I actually believe that pre-constructions are a little better way of investing. Unfortunately, depends on the market. The market that we're currently in is excessively high, anywhere from $900 to almost $2,000 a square foot. This transit property that I purchased here in 2017, as you guys saw, went up 14%. So that's about $70 $50,000 and change, and I have another year and a bit to go before I actually have to get my mortgage papers in order. Before I actually even have to take possession and occupancy, rent it to university students, for example, I will have already made about $110,000 profit, which is quite nice. I could cash that out, take that 110 with my principal and invest it in 2 additional properties, and then keep going and going until I have enough equity to put down something 100%. Development deals, on the other hand, you don't have to qualify for anything. Locked in for about 5 years, but you're pretty much guaranteed return on investment. Plenty of ways to diversify your portfolio. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this is your first time on the channel, subscribe, like, hit the little notification button, and learn a little about investing in business. So this is the landscape here right now in Q1 2019. Let's see what happens in about 4 to 5 years when all of these buildings are rising from the ground. Thanks so much for watching, person. Oh, that was good.